Welcome back, eTrailer family. This is Steven. Today we're looking at the SuperSprings Custom Suspension Stabilizer and Sway Control Kit. Now this is a vehicle specific fit, so I'll put that up on the screen there above my left shoulder. This fits a 07 to 2021 Toyota Tundra. Now with everything here to eTrailer that's a custom fit, please go to our year, make, and model custom fit guide on the website. Make sure you're getting the right parts the first time. Just plug in the vehicle, year, make, and model, and we'll help you get that. Now this system is going to reinforce your vehicle's rear suspension system with adding an extra leaf spring that's going to prevent sagging and reduce that sway by up to 30%, which is pretty impressive. It's going to work pretty much like a sway bar. You know, it'll stabilize your OEM springs, but also help keep them from twisting, binding. It's going to help compensate for windy conditions, wind turbulence from big rigs passing you, sudden weight shifts from cornering tight curves, that kind of stuff. They do help lift your truck when you're carrying a heavy load and thus preventing you from bottoming out. Now they do adjust automatically to your payload, so if you get a light or heavy payload, they will adjust automatically to that. And there are rollers built onto each side of these. Now I've got that front one there kind of positioned how it's going to look when it's installed. But anyways, it's got these rollers built in here. And those rollers on each end of these springs are going to activate when the OEM springs flex under a load, and they will then deactivate when the OEM springs are not under a load. So pretty neat how they work. There's some stickers on the side of these. Let me see if I can show you one real quick. And they very clearly say on different spots, do not tighten. So keep in mind, some of these bottom ones already come tightened from the factory. You don't have to mess with those. You don't have to do anything with them. Now this can be customized, so the shackles that attach to the SuperSprings here, they're going to provide several options for installation. You can check the instructions that are included to get that. But basically you want to choose a setting that's going to increase load support and ride height for constant heavy loads or compensate for minor spring fatigue in some, like an older automobile or older truck or something. You do want to choose a setting that's going to maintain the original factory ride condition and minimize the effect of the unloaded ride quality and height. Now, they pretty much install easily. They just bolt on above your existing factory springs. You don't have to do any drilling whatsoever. And like I was saying, there's some models out there with factory springs that sit above the axle. The included poly spring pads here, that's going to prevent those from shifting. So this bottom guy here would go underneath this spring, and then the spring would go in between here, okay? And then this top part would be on top. So kind of hard to see here, but this would be in between those two pieces there. And again, that's going to prevent them from shifting. It's a very dense polyurethane block. And again, they sit between the top of the factory springs and underneath these springs. No maintenance required. There's no tubes, air pressures to monitor, or adjusting things like you do in air shocks, air springs. And this will save you money in the long run because it's just a one and done thing. These do help extend the life of your brakes, tires, and factory suspension, and they cost a lot less than the air spring systems that you've seen out there. Now these are made here in the good old USA. They're rated at 1,900 pounds. And by adding these, keep in mind, you're not going to increase your vehicle's weight carrying capacity. Again, these are just helper springs. So you're never going to add anything to your vehicle that's going to help carry more weight, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, for non-commercial applications, using these on non-commercial, they'll give you a 5-year warranty. If you're using it for a commercial application, then they're only going to give you a 2-year warranty. So just keep that in mind. Well, again, I'm Steven here with etrailer.com. I'm looking at the SuperSprings with you for the 07 to 21 Tundra. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have fun out there with your rig, with your new parts. Have a great day.